What's going on, my fellow duelist archangels? So I got some new duelist gameplay for you guys. Today I just want to talk about just a few things off top of the dome. No real set topic. Just want to talk about a few things. So the special events duels has wrapped up. Everyone has literally killed that event. There's no fun in it whatsoever. The special duels are meant to be a fun addition to Duel Links. We all just have some fun and just trying things differently. But no, it literally just became meta decks, and that's it. Like it wasn't even what it was meant to be. It was meant to be everyone just playing character decks, playing Bones, playing Rex Raptor, playing Astra Phoenix and Taya, and playing Jesse Anderson, sorry. But it wasn't. It became what the meta is. It became Six Sands, it became Subterrace, it became Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and that's pretty much it. People will literally spend their time trying to figure out how they could play Subterrace and how they could play Six Sams and how they can play Metaphys within the special events. So they mixed up decks with whatever the requirements were so they can play those meta decks. And it just sucks that this community doesn't want to have fun. That this community just doesn't care about, hey, let's try something different here. And I apologize if you hear thunder background. It's storming right now, but I want to get this video out. But it's irritating. It's silly that we got to this point where you can't have anything different. No, the casual duels is meta decks. Ranked duels is meta decks. Special duels is meta decks. So everyone's just playing meta. It's like, can we get a break? Can we get a break from the meta? And you would think that the next box Konami adds will be something that changes the meta. The next box adds Hyper Dragons. So the meta that's already dominated by dragons for the most part, worms are dragons. So you got the Metaphys, the Blue Eyes, and the Red Eyes. Now this meta is dominated by dragons. Subterrace. I don't know what you want to call those, but they're beasts, whatever. I haven't looked at it. I'm irritated. So they're going to add Cyber Dragons, and Cyber Dragons is just going to continue this trend of domination in the meta. That's going to be meta deck. Cyber Dragons are going to be, like, I can guarantee you, day one, people are going to spend money so they can get 3 Cyber Dragons for their day. They're going to run Cyber Styles so they can get automatic. So they take damage, you want to get automatic Cyber Chimera Techs on the field, or Cyber End Dragons on the field, turn one, but once they're going to intentionally let you attack them so they can get to their Cyber End Dragon as fast as possibly can. And it's not going to change the meta. It's going to be more of the same, be more of the issues that we have when it comes to the meta. And so what they need to do is they need to start limiting and adding things to the ban list in Duel Links at a better rate. I think you need to hit Subterrace. You need to limit Blue Eyes. And I'm not saying take Blue Eyes itself to like 2, but the deck itself needs to get touched. Maybe limit Cosmo Brains to 2 or 1. Maybe limit Sniper Hunters to 2 or 1. You need to do something to the Blue Eyes deck to where it can't be as consistent as it is, because you hit 6 Sams because 6 Sams was too strong. Blue Eyes is too strong. Why Blue Eyes not getting hit? What makes 6 Sams so strong that it needed to have Dojo hit to where Blue Eyes get to have all of its cards just in full swing? Same thing with Red Eyes. Same thing with Subterrace. Same thing with any meta deck. Why is 6 Sams the only meta deck that gets hit? And don't assume this is just some 6 Sam player who's mad that Dojo got hit, because I don't play 6 Sams. I've tried 6 Sams. Excuse me, nature, doing the video, shut up. I tried 6 Sams and I don't play it. It's something that I play just to see what the fuss was about. So I'm not some 6 Sam player who's upset that Dojo got hit. Oh my god, Dojo. The card that's not even that big of a deal when it comes to getting hit. So, Konami's not doing anything to add parity to Duel Links. And you can say, well, it's not Konami's fault that the meta is the way it is. It's the community's fault. The community has no originality. The community doesn't have any variety. All they do is they just watch Duel Links Meta's YouTube channel and Twitch streams and just copy whatever he has on there. And you can play that in the meta. They just look at the deck list and just copy that and play that. No one has any creativity. Everyone's playing the exact same builds and decks. They'll change up like 1 or 2 cards and say, no, my deck is different because I use this card instead of this card. And it's all the same. Then the other issue with Konami is they don't add events that changes up what the variety can be. There's still a lot of duelists who you could add to DM who aren't in DM. There's still a lot of duels you can add to GX who aren't in GX. There's still a lot of duels that that's not in 5Ds. They just added Callan, which is cool. But instead of going with another 5Ds character or new GX character, we're going back to Satoris. Like, we just had a Satoris event like a month and a half ago. So we're back at Satoris after we already did the Satoris event. If you want to return to GX, come out with another GX character. Not the same character who we just did an event for. What did they add with this? One new card for him? He's not even a meta character. He's not even his deck isn't meta. And the new card that he comes with isn't going to freaking make his current deck meta. It's too situational. It relies on too much to happen for it to be consistent. This is a meta. This is a game where people are trying to build big boards as fast as possible. Nature, shut up. People trying to build boards as fast as possible to get the duels over as quick as possible. No one's trying to have a 4 or 5 turn set up. They're trying to get the duel over by turn 3. They want those big boards on the field turn 1. So, instead of being negative, what can we do to be positive about Duel Links right now? Well, the first thing in the community side is we need to be better as a community when it comes to how we approach events. Every event shouldn't be the exact same decks being played throughout the entire game. Casual duels should be casual, not tryhards playing meta decks. And I've made multiple videos about casual duels and how people are losing on purpose in casual duels because that's better to do than actually playing casual duels. Because people are trying to farm for skills, so they'll just lose on purpose. But yet people are playing meta in casual duels. Why are you playing casual duels with meta decks? Like, no one's playing casual duels that serious where you need to be playing a meta deck. Special duels, like, actually play what the point of the special event is for. Don't just be like, I'm gonna just put Neo's Fusion and Neos into a sub-terror deck or 6 Sams deck so I can play 6 Sams. It's crazy, and that's not Konami's fault. Yes, they could have did a better job with regulations for the event, but they probably didn't think to themselves that the community was so trash that they were going to freaking try to find ways to play sub-terrors and 6 Sams and Metaphys in the special event. So we as a community have to be better on that part. Konami just needs to do better when it comes to adding parity and doing better when it comes to box releases and what that box release is. Your box release shouldn't be a continuation of what the current meta is. It should be a way to counter the current meta. When you have to release a new box, you should be looking at the statistics for what your meta is. But all right, we should release cards that are going to counter that. If right now dragons are dominating, we need to add cards that hurt dragons. More Buster Blader support maybe, or any other kind of support that would hinder a dragon playstyle. If sub-terrors are as strong as they are, add things that stop sub-terrors in their tracks. There's a comment yesterday that I saw someone freaking saying that the biggest issues in Duel Links are Ancient Gears and sub-terrors. I commented saying Ancient Gears is literally the weakest of the meta decks. Now, it's still a strong deck, don't get me wrong. Ancient Gears is very, very powerful, especially when they get the perfect hand. But it's not as consistent unless you're playing all cards at 3. So there's no protection for Ancient Gears. Ancient Gears are not don't let all the magic cards Ancient Gears have fool you. They are not protected. And so I told him you can literally solve all the meta issues with one card. Secret Village of Spellcasters. You add that card to the game, not only do you pole vault magicians into being, not just magicians, just spellcasters in general. You pole vault spellcasters into being meta, but you also counter the entire meta. Because the entire meta is relying on spell cards. Blue Eyes need spell cards. Yes, Snipe Hunter's a thing, and yes, you can still do the Cosmo Brain stuff, but think about Red Eyes. Think about Neo's Fusion. Those all require spell cards. You add Secret Village Spellcasters to the game, you literally just kill both those decks. Both Neo's Fusion and Red Eyes dead on a right. There's nothing they can do about it. Both those decks are just done. Same thing goes when it comes to what's his face, that other trash deck, Metaphys. Any deck that requires you to play spellcast, any deck that requires you to play spells, dead. Why? If you don't know what Secret Village does, I'm pretty sure majority of this community doesn't even play TCG. Secret Village spellcasters, for basically, as long as you have a spellcaster on the field, your opponent cannot activate spell cards. Now I can show an example in this video of how that deck works. As you'll see on the video, in the video, I'm playing Dark Magicians and I'm playing against a Blue Eyes deck. And basically, this deck, this duel doesn't even get started because I literally started the duel off with Secret Village. Thus, the Blue Eyes deck can't do anything because in the TCG, the Blue Eyes deck is very reliant on its spell cards. Duel Links, not so much. You can just rely on Cosmo Brain and Spirit and rely on Dawn Knight and your stones to do all the work for you. But in TCG, there's a lot of reliance on the spell cards in the Blue Eyes deck. And that ain't gonna happen with Secret Village. Secret Village just tells you, no, you're not playing any spell cards. None. So that's what this game needs. It needs hard counters. It needs hard counters. No, not this soft shit like they did with Six Sams, where they just limited freaking Dojo. That was a soft hit to Six Sams. It wasn't even a real hit to me. To me, that hit, a bigger hit would have been limiting Fuma. That would have been a bigger hit. Limiting both would have been a bigger hit. Putting both Fuma and Dojo at 2 would have been a big hit. Or putting Dojo at 1 and Fuma at 2. That would have been a big hit. Dojo at 2, it's not a big hit. And then the other decks aren't even getting touched. And don't tell me, well, Treacherous Trap Hole is the 2, and that's played in Blue Eyes decks. It's not a Blue Eyes card. It's just a card in the game. People just add it to the Blue Eyes deck. It's not a Blue Eyes card. If you want to freaking affect Blue Eyes, you hit Blue Eyes cards. You hit cards that are actually affecting the Blue Eyes deck. You can play Blue Eyes without Treacherous. Hit Snipe Hunter. Hit Cosmo Brain. But they won't, because both Red Eyes and Blue Eyes are both EX decks, which people spent real money to get. I mean, they don't want to be the bad guy. They don't want to be the guy who limit cards from a deck that you spend money to get in a pay-to-win video game. But anyways, guys, this has been a long enough rant. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoy. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.